Hello guys, I know a lot of you are confused between choosing a professional camera or choosing a phone. So today I am going to share my personal insights or experiences which I have been having from the last few years in photography and videography with the cameras and mobile phones so that you will get an idea which device you have to choose. So coming to the camera and phone, these days even the phone quality is also getting very good. We can get very good footage even from the phone. So that's the most confusing factor. People are struggling to choose between a camera and phone. But there are so many other topics we have to consider before buying a phone or a camera, because to get a good quality video we have to invest at least 80 to 90,000 phone. So it's not a small amount. So at that price point we can also consider buying a camera. So people are really confused. If they are having 1 lakh rupees, they are really confused to choose between a phone and a camera. So today let's consider few topics and let's discuss clearly so that you will get an clear idea about it. This video is not some technical stuff, and I'm not going to dig too much into technical stuff. This is something like if one of my friend is stuck between these two choices, what I would say. So let's discuss about the things that we have to consider before choosing one of these. The first one would be price, because all of us may not be having same budget. All of us may not be able to afford a particular product at a particular price. We all have different budgets. So if you are having very less budget, especially if you are having only 20 to 30,000 of budget, instead of opting to an old DSLR, I would suggest you to buy a good smartphone at 20 to 30,000. Not because the camera quality will be too much better than a DSLR, but you can edit the footage which you have shot in the phone itself. You don't have to invest additionally in a laptop to edit. So lot of the people miss here that they'll think that they can buy a good DSLR at the price point of 25 to 30,000 instead of buying a phone. But it's like you can't really edit videos which you have took from a professional camera in a phone. It will be tough. So I would say start with a phone. If you are having less budget, start making content from the phone. Only if you are too serious and if you are having a particular decent amount, then consider buying a good camera, because buying a camera comes with lot of other stuff. It's not just like you have bought camera, you have bought the camera body and you can take videos. Once you bought camera, there are lot of stuff that you have to additionally purchase to make it work. For example, if you bought a camera even at a price point of 50,000, you have to additionally buy a lens, and a good lens starts from 30,000. And again you have to invest 30,000 additionally for the lens. And is that enough? No. Additionally you have to invest a good microphone which supports the camera, and a good microphone starts at 10,000. And you have to invest in lot of other stuff. You have to buy SD card to record the video, you have to buy SSDs to save the data, you have to buy the laptop to edit the footage. It's like a long ecosystem. It's not just a camera. So if your budget is too low, I would suggest personally to buy a basic decent smartphone. And if your budget is like around 50 to 1 lakh, and if you are having decent budget and if you are serious about quality, then we'll step to the next level. So the second topic would be quality. So a lot of us are too much of concentrated towards quality. Even me, I love like good quality footage a lot. I have in the beginning itself I have invested a lot of amount in cameras and buying expensive lenses, because uh, I am very much like, ever since I started the content creation, I always wanted to make quality videos. I always wanted to make quality stuff out there. So I am really keen about quality. I am really keen about background blur. So if you are someone who is just like me, and if you are having decent budget, then you can consider buying a camera. And here comes a lot of doubts, because under 1 lakh or from 50,000 to 1 lakh we have lot of cameras, and we have DSLRs, we have mirrorless. Which one should you buy? I'll explain clearly in simple words. I will not go into technical stuff. If your purpose is to make content, you don't need really expensive camera. You can start with a good basic camera. And people are really confused between choosing a DSLR and mirrorless. I'll tell you one thing that DSLRs are outdated and DSLRs are very old cameras. It's like from the last 10 years, we got too many options in mirrorless. DSLRs are built for taking good quality photos. They are not specially meant for videos. So let's not even consider DSLRs in today's generation with, because if you are spending your hard earned money, you have to definitely invest in a product that helps in you to provide you some value in the return. If you are investing 50,000 and if you are buying a DSLR which you won't be even able to make content, and if you are not even able to generate money out of it, then I don't think personally it's not a good decision to make. So if you are having decent amount, don't don't even consider DSLRs in today's generation. They are very outdated. I'm getting a lot of DMs where people are asking me if they can buy Nikon ka wo DSLR, Canon ka wo DSLR, but I would say DSLRs are very old, and if you buy the DSLRs now, it won't really make any sense. If you are really interested to photography, and if you are not if you are only having very strict budget, and if you are only sticking to photography, and if you are just making it for your passion, then you can buy DSLR in used market. And so I think I have cleared you the this doubt between choosing a DSLR and mirrorless. I would personally suggest, I am repeating this again, I would personally suggest only to choose mirrorless cameras in the current generation. And coming to the mirrorless cameras, God, there are a lot of options to choose from. From starting from 50,000, the prices can go up to 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, even 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs. It's like there are hell lot of options, and it's like very confusing, especially for a beginner without a knowledge to choose a good camera at this price point. So I'll explain you clearly which one you should choose according to your budget and according to your use case. If you are a beginner and if you are starting to make videos and content creation, there are very few options which you can choose at 50 to 60 or 70,000 of budget. The first one and the best one would be Sony ZV-E10. It's like it comes around 50,000, 55,000, and it's like little old, but it's not at all a bad camera, and it is the only camera which you can consider at this tight budget from 55 to 50,000. And if your budget is lesser than 50,000, then don't even consider of buying a camera and wasting your money on some useless cameras. They won't provide any value in return. So don't invest your money buying the cameras which are outdated or which are not useful at all. Save up some money, wait, and then buy a good camera. Don't hurry and invest all your money, all your hard-earned money in a product that won't even make any sense. So if your budget is 50,000, choose Sony ZV-E10. It's a very good camera you can buy closing your eyes. But previously, as I said, it is not this camera. After buying camera, you have to buy a good lens. So adding the lens, it will go up to 80,000 or something. Then if you want to buy mics and all, it will be very extra amount. If you are ready to invest, if you are ready to buy one by one, then buy the body first, then later on you can buy the lens, later on you can buy the mic, tripod, and all the necessary stuff to build a proper ecosystem out of your camera. But I would say it's really a good choice to buy a camera, because you will get used to the ecosystem of cameras. You will get you will get introduced to the proper ecosystem. You will get to know about using the camera, using the settings of the camera, using the pro mode. You will become professional in the filmography or videography and photography. It is a huge upgrade from phones to cameras. There is nothing to doubt in that. And coming to the second thing, what is the second camera which you can buy if you are having a budget of 1 lakh? You can consider buying Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, not the Mark 1. The previous one, which was around 50,000, it's Mark 1, and the Mark II comes around 70 to 1 lakh. I think it's around 70 to 80,000. It's a very good camera, and I think there is no other camera which can beat the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II at that price point. So if you are only having around 70 to 80,000 of budget for the camera body, you can consider Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. It is having a very good sensor. If you know about FX30, it is having the same sensor as FX30. If you don't know about FX30, FX30 is a cinema line camera by Sony. I'm using the same camera right now. So even the ZV-E10 Mark II has the same sensor, so it can record the same quality as FX30. So without having any doubt, you can consider that camera at that budget. And coming to the next step, if you can increase your budget a little more, then you can consider Sony A6 700. It's like the best camera at the price point. Like there is no comparison to other cameras at that price point in any other brands. Sony A6 700 is also having the same sensor as FX30, but with lot of other more features than ZV-E10 Mark II. You will get super fast autofocus and lot of other stuff. You can record in 4K up to 120 fps. I think I'm not so sure about this technical stuff, but you can record pretty good videos. You can color grade the footage because it can record up to 10 bit. Even the ZV-E10 Mark II can also record at 10 bit, but Sony A6 700 is much more towards professional usage. So if you are someone stuck between ZV-E10 and Mark II, ZV-E10 Mark II and A6 700, I would suggest if you can increase your budget a little bit, and if you want to make more professional stuff, if you want to make commercials, if you want to shoot client videos, then you can opt for A6 700 without a doubt, because it's more professional. It's towards more professional side than just for personal usage. And coming to the next camera, if your budget is more than 1,60,000, there are more than 1,30,000 or 1,20,000, there are lot of camera options. And I don't think I can speak about all those cameras at this price point, because it will be a too much longer video, and it will look like I am making a tech video about camera. So I don't want to make it look like that. If you guys really want to know about the best cameras which cost like under the budget of 1 lakh to 2 lakh, I'll definitely make a video. Our purpose is not to the purpose of this video is not to discuss about the best cameras at a best price point. The purpose is to make you understand which one you have to choose between a phone and a camera at a particular price point. So I have made it clear, like only if you have good budget, only if you have a budget of 1 lakh, then you can opt for camera. And why you should choose camera over a phone, I'll explain you clearly. If you are choosing a camera over a phone, you will get to an ecosystem where you will understand clearly the proper filmmaking, the proper video editing, because you can shoot in log mode in a camera, so you can color grade it later. So it's not something like you have recorded a video and you have added subtitles and you have uploaded it. There is lot of stuff that will happen between recording a video in camera and uploading the video or exporting the video, because the footage which you are recording from a camera is completely professional, and it's not like you are recording a video from a phone. You are now stepping to a more professional level. So only if you are opting for that professionalism, and if you are really interested in exploring these terms, you can consider buying a camera. And the third thing, which is also very important thing, which is why people buy phones more than a camera, is nothing but compatibility and the ease of use. For example, I have an iPhone 16 Pro with me right now, and I also have a Sony FX30. So I am having a professional camera, but I still do have a good video phone, just because I can't carry the camera everywhere. I can't carry the camera and lens everywhere. I can't capture every moment with the camera within few seconds. For example, if I am walking in a metro station and the train is passing by, I have to take a picture. If I want to take a video, I can't open my camera bag, I can't set up the lens, and I can't turn on the camera, and I can't take the picture. It will take the lot of time. The train will pass away by the time I attach the lens itself. So it's not something which you can use in a run and gun. If I have to make a vlogs, especially if I am in a place it's too crowdy, I can take out the camera bag. I can't turn on the mic. I can't do all the stuff, and I can't record with a camera in front of all the crowd. Especially if I am shy towards camera, because it will also add lot of attention, especially when you are recording in a crowd. So if I'm just having a phone, I can just turn on the phone, turn on the camera, and I can speak to the phone like nothing. So it's very easy to use, very easy to carry. It's not something like whenever I'm carrying a camera, I have to carry a big bag which includes all the stuff related to my camera. It has my ND filters, it have my lenses, it have my camera body, it has gimbal, it has my tripod, it has microphone, and all the stuff. But if I have to just shoot from my phone, I can just keep it in my pocket and I can take it anywhere and I can record with it. So if you are not too much focused on clarity, if you are not too much off into clarity, if your purpose is to make videos and to take photos without hassling too much and without struggling too much, and if you are more like run and gun shooters, run and gun means you're someone who shoots something like without a plan. If you have went to somewhere, you are not having any plan, you have to take the shots very quickly, then you can consider the phone. So I think these are the three main important factors before considering to buy a good smartphone or a camera. I think I have provided you some understanding or provided you some value uh, from this video. And if you are still confused and if you are still having particular doubts, you can ask them in comment section and I'll try to reply to all of your questions. And that's all for today. If you really like the video and if you find this helpful, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll try to improve every day and I'll try to bring much more better content every day. And if I have done any mistakes in the video, I hope you'll excuse me, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting.